Hello everyone, here we are at the end of the week with our new session of Let's Be Connected. Today we will have one more extraordinary session because our guest of today is a representative from Africa region office, Miss Marie Axelle. Hello Axelle, how are you?
Hello, Ruta. I'm fine. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and joining us today here. It's my pleasure to have this conversation with you.
Thank you for having me, Ruta. Thank you.
We would like to ask you some frequently asked questions by our prospective student, and as well as give some main information that they even would not think of, so to make them prepared for coming here to study and to be aware of what they need, what the requirements are, and just to make their study life, especially from the first days, much easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the beginning, I would just like you to, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself and to a little bit explain how your life decisions lead you to our nearest university.
Thank you so much, Ruta. My name is Marie Axelle UWAMARIYA. I'm from Africa. I'm currently working and enrolling my master's in Near East University. I work in International Office, Africa region. How my decisions led me to Near East University, I had the desire to come continue my master's, and then I found out from my friend who knew more about Near East University, and then she told me more, and I found it very interesting. So I also found that they have what I want to study, so I went ahead. Plus, it was affordable for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are very happy to have you here in our nearest university family. Also, continuing as you are the representative of Africa region, could you please give us some information about the students from Africa region, also the main countries that we have students from, and as well, maybe there is some countries that before we didn't have a number of students, but now the number of applicants start to increase.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. About the students that we have, mostly we have West African students. Mostly they are the ones that are big here in this university, and also we have Eastern African as well. So about the countries that we didn't have before, but now they started to come, I will talk about Ivory Coast. Talking about Ivory Coast, actually we had a fair with my supervisor to Ivory Coast. So they had a scholarship exam, and then people started coming. So now they have started coming to our university.
That's very nice to hear. Could you give some information about the admission at nearest university? What is the main requirements for Africa region students?
Okay. Yeah, so for African students, what they need for them to come to Near East University, firstly, if you are undergraduate, you need the copy of your passport, original, and you need also the certificate, high certificate diploma. For some countries, it's different. Maybe in your country, it's IGCSE, and maybe some countries, it's higher diplomas for secondary education. Also, for West African students, they are WAEC and NECO. Yeah, I think that's it. And also for master's students, we need their passport, of course, and we need their original transcripts and their diploma or degree. Yeah.
Thank you so much. As you mentioned, you are here master student yourself. So from your experience as nearest university student, and of course your friend experience that you are sharing, could you give some information about how is the student life here at NEU, and what do you and your friends like the most?
Okay. Yeah, I personally like Near East University. If I talk about what many students like, I may talk about the facilities or the academic staff and everything. But concerning the facilities, actually we have the Grand Library here. It's the biggest library, so it works 24/7. Really, when I got here, the first thing I saw was the library. In the morning, I woke up, wow, I saw it was so big. I really enjoyed the library. And then the good thing about our library is it works 24/7. So anytime you want to study, whether you're a student, a staff, it's always open for students to study. Also, we have the group rooms inside the library. So if you want to be with others and discussing about the subjects and all, it's a really good place to be. I'll talk about the hospital. We have the biggest hospital with different things that they are new, like worldwide. Yeah, we have also the animal hospital for those people who like pet animal, and they will take care of them and everything. We have also the car museum that is very interesting. It has 140 vehicles inside display. So it's really, really interesting. We have the accommodation inside school. Our accommodation can accommodate 5,000 students. So it has the air conditioner and it's electricity and water and Wi-Fi and cleaning facilities. It's free of charge. Yeah, we have. I'll talk about the swimming pool. We have the swimming pool, and also the lessons are available if you are interested to learn about swimming. We have the sports tower for those who would like to be fit. Yeah, it's also available and it's open. And we also have cafeterias. Actually, in all the buildings downstairs, there is always a cafeteria. So you can't be hungry or you can't starve. There's always something done to make you feel comfortable. And then it's really affordable. And for international students, we have also they reduce the prices. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Such an informative answer and really presentative. Thank you so much. And you and your friends personally, and as well as maybe from the experience of other students, what kind of events the students can attend at on campus and as well off campus maybe?
Okay. I'm sorry, I want to go back. I forgot to talk about the transportation actually in school.
Yes, please.
Our transportation is free and it goes each and every hour. For example, if it's 1:30 now, maybe another bus will come 2:30. So it's always available for all the students. It goes all around Lefkosha and also Guinea. So you don't have to worry about paying for your taxi or paying for any other thing because the transportation is available. I would like also to talk about the academic staff here in East University. Personally, in my department, my supervisor is really very nice, and also the dean of the department. So I would say that the academic staff, they are really friendly and they are always ready to help our students. Yeah, so going back to the question you asked me about the events, we have so many events in Near East University. Mostly it depends on the countries. What I have experienced so far is maybe you will see maybe Nigerian night, or maybe you will see Pakistani night. Actually, I myself attended a Pakistani night. It was maybe last year. It was very interesting because I was seeing what I've never seen before, like the dances and everything. My eyes were open to learn more and more. We also have other events, so it's always depends on the community, Turkish community, people coming from African countries. They meet together, they plan something and they invite us, and it's always happening here in Near East University in our amphitheater. Yeah.
Thanks so much. What about the events off campus that maybe the students can attend or just do sightseeing? What is very popular, I know, among the students?
Okay. Yeah. Actually, outside the university, we have so many sites. Yeah. we can talk about the historical side. I'll give one example of Magusa Salamis. If you are maybe interested about the biblical history, it's really informative when you go there. And we also have churches for those who are Christians, mosque, and the other events. Those, whatever you like, it's always available, and it depends. They plan and they let us know according to the times and seasons.
Thank you so much. Speaking about the culture in here, and we know that there are many international students, different cultures that are coming here. So could you, like representative of these students as well, give some ideas about main differences between your culture and the culture in here that you face in North Cyprus?
Okay. I'll talk about food, Turkish food. When I first came here, it was a bit really different from what I'm used to eat in my country. So it actually depends on you how fast you adapt. But then the food is also nice, though it's not the food I was used to eat in my country. But as you adapt yourself, you actually enjoy the food as well. I'll talk about the language too, Turkish language. When you first get here, in the market, they will greet you and maybe ask you some things in Turkish, and you'll be looking like, I don't understand. But then there's no problem about that, because as you adapt yourself, like you get used to knowing. It's also an opportunity for us to learn another language and knowing some things which are important that we need in our everyday lives. And then from time to time, you just get used to that. And also I'll talk about the weather. Weather. Now it's we are in summer. Summer's just started, and I'll talk about the places, nice places that here they have for summer enjoyment. And also, I wasn't used to the barbecue. How they do the barbecue thing here in Cyprus,
Yes.
and the culture. I really was so impressed when I saw it, and I really enjoyed it so much. What other cultures? Yeah, you get used and adapt as time goes on. But then also, I'll mention that in Africa, our cultures are also different. Though it's Africa region, but my country and someone else's country is totally different what we do. So when you get here, we actually learn to enjoy other people's way of living. Yeah.
Yeah, that as you said, that because there are many cultures students, so you get to know not only the local culture, but you can also learn about the culture of your friends that even comes from the same continent, but they do not share the same. For example, as you said, the way they cook types of food, and so. As you started with the first main tip about as the cultural tip that the students facing is exactly the food, but this is the situation most probably everywhere, that once you travel throughout the world, that's the main thing that you face in regards to culture, right? Yes.
True.
Thank you so much for such a nice explanation. Also, could you please share, since you are staying here for a while, the challenges that maybe you faced, your friends face, or even the students as you are meeting and consulting them as well. So the students' challenges that they may face here, so they could be prepared before they go and make their mind about it.
Okay. Thank you for that question. Actually, as I mentioned earlier about the communication and language barrier, it can be a bit of a challenge when you first come here. And we all know that always the beginning is always kind of challenge. When you get to a new place, you don't expect to adapt in one day, so you have to continually learning. I'll mention the language. When you first get here, you will face some difficulties with languages and all, but then as you adapt yourself, you can get used to that very quickly. And then, as I mentioned also about the transportation, if you are not on time the buses will leave you, and then you have to wait for 1 hour for another bus. So if you were new here and you are not on time, you get some challenges. You come for the bus and they will tell you the bus has left, you know. But then all those things, they actually have solutions, because as you get used to a place, you now adapt and you do everything rightly.
Yes, thank you so much. So the students can make their mind about these challenges before they come and get ready about it.
Yeah.
Maybe just even to have some small lessons, which is very easily available on internet language. Just
Yeah.
say to learn how to say hi and main
Yeah.
phrases that might be useful for them once they will come.
Yeah.
Yes. What about the Africa community in general? As you mentioned, we have many different cultures from Africa itself. So, what, in your opinion, what could you describe the community of Africa? And do the students prefer to stay with their own culture, friends, or are they likely involving themselves to community and group of students of the other cultures?
Okay. Yeah, talking about cultures and African community, I believe the African community in Near East University is quite intact, because we socialize with each other and we talk about any challenge or anything that any students are facing in Near East University. About if they like to be with the people that they are from the same countries or not, like it depends with the person. But I personally, when I got here, I wanted to learn about more cultures, because I was from my country, and what's in my country I already know. So I would like to maybe like exchange ideas with other people from African countries, definitely not my country, but other countries, to learn and know what they believe and to know how to interact with them, what to them what's good and what's bad, what I should do, what I shouldn't do when I'm with them. But also for other students, they would really like to find people from the same countries, and they without them their lives become really very hard. But then also we have those ones, and it's also okay, because we have a lot of students from different countries. But I can assure you that once you are here, you can always find someone who is from your country. So whether you like to be with someone from your country, whether you like to be with someone from other countries, it's really all open. But my advice is interacting with others too, because it's also an opportunity to learn maybe other people's languages, and also to, if in your country you are speaking your local languages, it's an opportunity for you to use frequently English, so that you can also communicate more in English language. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Very excellently said. It's exactly what the students and all the new families suggesting for the students, not to close yourself only with kind of, at the beginning it could look a very comfortable zone for you, but you always must go out from your comfort zone
Comfort
and
zone, yeah.
to let yourself to get know the other cultures, to get friends with them, because it really develops the personality that these times in our very fast changing global situations and markets, even the employers are looking for. So that's what
Yeah.
students should do, especially thinking about their future life. That's very good point. Thank you
It's
so
true.
much, Axel.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Speaking about NEU, nearest university, I would like to ask you, with concluding our such a nice conversation, to give some exact tips. Why nearest university? Why students should choose nearest university and not the other education institutions?
Okay. Um, I will say why I chose Near East University. So I will actually say that I really wanted to be in a diverse student body. You know, as we continued mentioning before about the differences and all, like it was my desire to know about other cultures, what other people think, and I wouldn't know it in my country, so I had to travel to another country. So I found Near East really, really very interesting because as I know, and it's true that it's considered to be one of the most highly regarded academic institutions in the Middle East. So that also contributed much of my decision to come into Near East University. And also I will mention that it's really affordable. It's really affordable for students. It's not really much. We don't the school fees and whatever we pay for, it's not much, it's really affordable. It was affordable for me and really flexible. So that's why I also chose to come to Near East University. I'll also mention about the scholarship, which is really very important, and our prospective students would like to hear about this. We have the 50% scholarship for all undergraduate students. So it's automatic. If you are international, you already have the 50% scholarship. And also for master students, now the scholarship is open, and for masters it's not only 50%, it depends on how you did your background. So if you really did very well, you can even get up to 100% scholarship. So it's really good. So imagine coming here and you don't have to pay for anything, or maybe you get 75% scholarship, you will just pay just little. Yeah, so I think that also contributed to my decision coming to Near East University. Talking about scholarship, we also prepare fairs to go to some African countries to do the scholarship with undergraduate students. So in that case, if for undergraduate, they already have 50%, but if we decide to go to other countries to give them a scholarship exam, that means they can earn up to 100 scholarship. So I will give an example like where we went, maybe last year, we went with my supervisor in Rwanda and Kenya and Burundi, and they had scholarship exams, and some of the students got 100% scholarship. They are already inside the university studying, and others got 75 and going low 65, 60, and also 50% scholarship. And also in Ivory Coast, as I mentioned before, we went when we went there for a fair. They had the scholarship exams, and also we are expecting more and more students to come for fall semester from Ivory Coast. So I would say that.
Thank you so much. It's very good information that you shared, and I think it's very important for the students, especially for international students, since they're coming from their own country, and they not only gonna pay the tuition fees, but they also need the accommodation and other things because they're gonna be separated from their homes, right? So so that's very good help for the students that Near East University offers. Thank you for such an information that you provided to us. That's really a beneficial one. Also, for the end, I would like to ask you for concluding one more time to give the advices that you think the students should know, and to know, like, because you already experienced one, you are also communicating with the newcomers. So could you give some advices for our prospective students?
Okay, thank you so much. What I can tell to our prospective students is to keep their documents ready and original. Some students come to us and we find out that they forgot their original documents, and it's already mentioned in our acceptance letter that you have to come with the original documents. So it's very important not to face any problems coming when you first come to Near East University. So you have to come really, really prepared to present every document that we are required of you. And also, African countries, as we all know, we need yellow fever to be able to travel. So that's also a good thing to not forget to do your yellow fever. And also, like, they don't have to stress about anything. We are already here with them. We can help them. We can do whatever they really need us to do, and we are already here to help them. So they don't have to stress about anything. Once they get to university, we are always there to help them and to guide them in all the steps they really need to do. And also I will tell them to, when they come here, definitely we all came from different countries, so don't be too comfortable because mom and dad are not here and you start doing other things. Just focus on your studies and know why you are here. And also if you like to get any advice, it's better to come to university to get advice from international office or other people in charge, and then everything will be well. And just put yourself in some events, get busy doing other things, and then if you're a Christian, go to church. If you're a Muslim, go to mosque. Just be you, no stress. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Such excellent advices for the students to keep in mind, especially about some requirements that you one more time mentioned, and as well the social life, which is very important for the students. So not to miss out the opportunities, especially for the events that is going on frequently here on campus. Of course, because of this COVID-19 situation, for a while these events were postponed, but I believe when everything will get back to normal, so the events as well will get back to normal. And the student can gather again together with their friends and to meet new people and enjoy.
Yeah, we believe so soon.
Thank you so much, Axelle, for today's conversation, for today's this kind of nice session that we have with you. It was my pleasure. I would like to ask you to give some last word for our viewers.
I will say thank you. Thank you so much, Ruta, for having me with you today. It's really such a great opportunity to come here and talk about whatever we've talked about. I'm really grateful. I also want to thank my supervisor to give me this opportunity to come and have this conversation with you. Our prospective students, we are expecting you and we are happy that you will come to join our campus, and we are really ready to help you and advise you if you need us for anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. One more time, it was Marie Axelle, representative from Africa Region Office. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks to all our viewers. Don't forget that if you missed any session from previously, so you can all find it on our Facebook page. As well as if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us. Just write the message through Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn. You can find us on all social media. So we will respond and we will be very happy to assist you with all the concerns that you have. And don't forget, as Ms. Axelle mentioned during our conversation, we have postgraduate scholarship admission going on. So just drop us the email, and if you have any questions, we will guide you through all the admission process. Let's be connected and see you next week. It was my pleasure. See you. Bye-bye.